Centaur, your kind of company.
Tonight on CTV3 News, blood flows on Ontrabenka Road in Orange Walk as a 19-year-old is shot to death by law enforcement officers. An Orange Walk cop accused of stealing the cash box from a passenger bus escapes criminal charges but faces internal charges. St. Francis Xavier Credit Union versus the Central Bank. Minister of State Christopher Coy weighs in on the issue. And a new playground for Palmareños. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Monday, March 27th, 2023.
I think what really impressed him was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
Bring on the heat! Start up the gunfire! Whip up the dead!
It's about a relationship that hopefully many people can relate to.
Enjoy your favorite HBO original series and movies with
Centaur, your kind of company.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
And now, the hottest match of the evening. Get ready for action! Here they come. Amazing! They're unstoppable, unbeatable. They have them on the ropes. The heat rises to the top. 1, 2, and 3. They're on fire! Chiladas.
Fire up the taste of Belize with the new Chiladas crunchy tortilla taco chips in its hot chili flavor. Fiery habanero brings the heat.
They're on fire! Chiladas.
From Snackers, done right, done here.
Good evening, with your news, also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Tonight, a 19-year-old Orange Wakenio is dead after law enforcement officers shot him dead during a chase along the Philip Colson Highway. 17-year-old Miguel Rivera is the last person to have seen Alberto Chi alive before police gunned him down. Rivera was riding along with Chi when a night of cruising turned into a death sentence. Elmer Cornejo has the story.
On Saturday night, traffic was stalled and all hell broke loose after police shot and killed the 19-year-old Alberto Deandre Chi on the Otrobenque Road in Orange Walk Town. Immediately, emotions carried at high levels. Amateur video of the area shortly after the fatal shooting shows family and friends of the deceased in uproar. Right before police arrival, Chi had been removed from the cold pavement of the highway and transported to the NRH suffering from gunshot wounds to the back and stomach. Today, when we visited the area of the shooting, the residue of candles placed last night during a vigil held in memory of Chi could be seen on the sidewalk, marking the spot where Chi fell off his motorcycle after being shot by law enforcement officers.
I always used to joke Alberto, I always used to tell him, boy, you're the only one who see me every day, and even my man get the chance to see me every day, I tell him, man. So it was every day, cause even Sundays, he no work, but we used to do ride-outs. We used to go to Blue Creek, anywhere where we could carry cycles, because that's what we think, that we cycles and cruise boat all over the place. That we just, I mean, after a day to work, and for the stress out, decrease it, we're not going to clubs, man, we're not going to nothing. We cycle and we go cruise.
That would be the last motorcycle cruise that Alberto Deandre Chi would take with his best friend Miguel Rivera, who was riding along with him, and his employer Yahiri Clyde Vijera, who was traveling on a separate motorcycle. The three individuals were on Boundary Road when their nightmare began to unfold, as a bright light would impede their vision, and soon after a chase ensued.
We were coming down from Palmar Boundary Road, going towards Palmar Road. Now Miggy, he lived the street after Liberty Avenue. And we were coming and on Liberty Avenue we see a bright light on our left hand side. So when we watch, we would watch and we would watch. And I tell Alberto, boy, who must they come there full speed? Because you could see them they come full speed. But you can't see that who because they have a very bright light on. You can't see that who. And so Alberto said, say anywhere, boy, I don't know, but I didn't move, he tell me. And he give his gas, and he have a bigger engine, so his take off much faster than mine. So when I take off, I say this, I say this, they come, I take off, when I feel that the light a little close to me still. When I turn around, because I see this vehicle like very close to hit me, if I may never give it gas, then may knock me from the back, corner back, which may spin me all about the place. And so I give gas, and I gone ahead a little bit, and I try, Alberto meantime he done, Alberto gone nicely distance ahead of me. And I come, and so meantime we can't curve into Miggy's house because that's where we made it go. Because his road, that full loose dirt, gravel, we try at the speed the runway from the get crash. The speed we may turn, we may slip and drop, we may get hurt, and we try avoid that. We try avoid get hurt because I mean when we get scraped on a cycle that hurt, and then so we come down. And me personally, I try to show that I want to stop. I start flicking my brakes light for me, and I try to stop. And one more time, I slow down a little too much. When I know there's a vehicle that get the look for knock me, so I give gas again. And then when we come, we pass Bear House, we come down, and we notice, okay, we don't reach the T, we reach the dead end. So we have to naturally gear down. And so Alberto, when he gear down, his cycle, a big cycle, and he gear down, you hear pop. And then my one, I gear down, you hear pop, because we engine done hot, so you pop easily.
That miss, I could say that a lie, miss. We did never have no weapon from we, miss. We did never have no weapon. That just the cycle itself make noise. And the cycle backfire, and it may show fire too. It may sound like a gunshot too. That's all, miss. Well, to be honest, he never want to stop because he never have insurance.
Oh, okay.
And he never, that's his favorite cycle, he never want to stop. He never want me to take away his cycle. Because insurance, then I take away your cycle. And then the women could have messed up, but I don't know, he just never wants to stop because that's his favorite cycle, like I tell you.
That popping sound is reportedly what triggered police to shoot in the direction of 19-year-old Chi and 17-year-old Rivera. The unforeseen would then play out on Otrobenque Road, some 2 miles from where the chase initiated. Here is where police allege Chi took a U-turn and 2 shots were fired at them. Officers returned fire and one of the bullets found its mark on Chi's body. Luckily for Rivera, she had elbowed him off the motorcycle before they were aimed at by the cops.
So you hear pop, pop, then you hear right after, you hear pop, 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 pop. 6, you hear. Then like, what, that no muffler ever do that so much back to back. And words you the leave ringing, you could hear that gunshot. So I know, so I hurry slam left into Palmar Road. I slam left into, and my tire slipped because they have loose gravel right there too. My tire slipped a little bit and I hurry, put my foot and I push myself back up and I see them still, I see you see that car turn like nothing. Because a vehicle you could turn however you want, a cycle can't do that. Right. Most fear I've ever experienced in my life. I don't crash before miss and I never was scared of that night. I never was scared of that night because I mean who they shot me, who they shoot me. I don't know who they shoot me. They know they shoot out of nowhere, no screaming, the police, nothing. Nothing. All you see that bright white light because they had a high beam and all you see that light, you can't even really sit back because all you see the lights.
So when you see that the light was bright in your face, what you thought? You thought that you were being attacked or what came through your mind?
Nothing, that's the problem, nothing went through your mind. You also like, you go blank and all you worry, I need to get out of here. All you worry about, I need to get out of here and I need to make sure everybody come out alive as well. That's all you worry about because no man stay behind.
But from Boundary Road to here, it's almost 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles from where he was killed. Yeah. So all that while you were being chased and the police did not, flash their lights, their sirens.
Nothing. Then even, okay, so make we know that at least make his son or that police, okay? But from the moment they start shoot the 6 shot ending at Palmar Boundary Road, when we hit Palmar Road, we'll leave it after, you hear our next ringing of shots.
With Chi lying on the highway, police immediately handcuffed Rivera, who even had to endure beat down by police.
When we dropped on the ground, right, the police made the come on the street. But I never made the worry about that. I just made her get up because I say he get shot. I heard me to go into here and then tell me freeze and tell me, or I shoot and tell me. And then I stay shook, I just stay stand up and I lift up my hand and I holler to them. I tell her the man get shot, I tell her the man get shot. I don't make this have like kind of cry. And then then they grab me, then put me, then dash me into the ground. They never put me, then dash me into the ground. And then tell me, you say, oh no fault, they say, your friend get shot, they tell me. I thought, but I never miss that. And then then they put me on the ground. Then they don't have my hand from my back. They never handcuff me yet. Then they knee me from my head, from my back head right here. And then then they put the knee right there. And now when I tell the officer that I can't breathe, I tell her. And then he moved the knee, then he put it on my back. Then they handcuff me. And from there, they punch me. I don't know if they punch me or they with the gun and not me.
And as that dreadful Saturday night plays over and over in the mind of Rivera, he told us today how the death of his best friend at the hands of police has impacted him.
We passed Ludas, and as we passed Ludas, I see the mobile overtake me on the left-hand side. And when they overtake me, then just hurry cut in, so. And same time, he kind of slowed down. He kind of slowed down all the way, right? And then when he slowed down, he took like a turn. And when he took a turn, we made a back way. And I turned around and I see the police come out of the car from the back seat.
You were facing the police at this time?
Yeah, but I just hurry look at him. And then when I see he point the gun at me, I hurry bring on my head and I bring on his head. I tell her, bring on her head, I tell her. And then all he tell me no that they are shooting, because they don't shoot one out of the gun, out of the ground, I mean. And then he tell me no that they are shooting, he tell me, make it be only he said jump off, he tell me. I tell her no that two away, I tell her, two away are dead together, I tell her. And then he said no that, and same time he elbowed me, when he elbowed me I kind of slide on the side, and same time they shoot, and when they shoot, he got right into him.
So he saved your life?
And then he told me to drive, he just got, that's all he do. And then he drive into the side, and right there he dropped.
During the chase, you knew that it was the police?
Yeah.
At any point, did they tell you to stop or to yield?
Well, I never hear nothing, miss. To be honest, I never hear nothing. Second the muffler, and I hear them they shoot. I don't hear nothing.
But you knew it was the police?
Yeah, I know that them
At
is.
what point did you realize it was the police?
When we met bound the curve right here by Mendes Close.
When the chase started?
So,
and at the fatal incident where it happened, what came through your mind then? He just told you, it's only going to be me, I'm going to take the lick for it.
Well, I think then he does make a shot from the foot, right? So I say he must be good, and I think then carry the hospital, he did bleed. And then I holler to the police, then carry and thing, and then turn the mobile and then carry. I never see when they back and thing, right? Because they turn my face into the ground and I have the knee on my neck. And then I tell the officer I can't breathe, and then he move the knee from my neck and then he put it on my back. I tell her please carry her to the hospital. But before they put her in the car, I tell her, yeah, deal. I tell her talk to me, dog. And then he said, bye. Say, Maggie, I love you, dog. He tell me, just look after my daughter for me. He tell me, so just do that for me, dog. He tell me that all. He tell me, I tell her no, dog. We did say, dog. I tell her stay, dog. I tell her for your daughter, dog. I tell her stay for she, dog. And then he said, I'll try, dog, but this thing, they hurt me, dog. He said, they hurt me, dog, but he was not, he did cry, right? And then he said, that's all he tell me. And then from there, then carry him in the mobile and then carry to the hospital, but then it take long to carry him.
An internal and criminal investigation is ongoing to validate or dispel the accounts given by the officers involved. Chi's body now awaits a post-mortem examination. Elmer Cornejo, CTV3 News.
Hours after police killed 19-year-old DeAndre Tree, the Minister of Home Affairs, Honorable Kareem Musa, and the Commissioner of Police sent out a press release sending a message to the family that the department will engage in an active investigation to determine the truth behind the incident. In the release, police confirms that Chi succumbed to his gunshot wound at the Northern Regional Hospital while undergoing treatment. The release goes on to say that the Commissioner of Police has dispatched a team of senior investigators headed by Superintendent Gerald Jones to investigate the incident properly. So far, the team has canvassed the entire pursuit route, looking for expended shells and the surveillance footage to ascertain or dispel the officers' account of the incident. The officers involved in the pursuit, as previously mentioned, are detained pending the outcome of the investigation. Investigators have also interviewed and recorded statements from several witnesses and are now reviewing surveillance cameras along the pursuit route. The criminal investigation file will be compiled and forwarded to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for review and necessary direction. The concurrent internal investigation will determine if there was any breach of department policies, including pursuit and human rights and use of force policies. In a media press briefing today, lead investigator Superintendent Jones told the media what investigations have unearthed so far.
About 10:50 p.m., acting upon the information received of shots fired on Otrobenke Road in Orange Walk District, police visited the Northern Regional Hospital, where one DeAndre Chi, aged 19 years, of Trial Farm Village, was observed by the police with what appears to be gunshot wound to the left side of the back and one apparent gunshot wound to the stomach area. Initial investigation revealed that on event date, about 10:25 p.m., quick response team comprising of 4 police officers within the Orange Walk District were on routine patrol within the Cinderella Plaza area when their attention was drawn to 3 motorcycles with 5 occupants. The police officers went in pursuit of these individuals with the intention of having them to stop. Apparently they did not stop and they continued within the Orange Walk Town area. What happened thereafter, the police officers met up with these individuals. They put on their revolving lights and tried to stop these individuals again, but apparently they did not stop. And upon reaching at the Luda's area, the supermarket, was then the police officers saw these individuals making a U-turn. When the police officers approached these individuals, and there was only one motorcycle at that time because they lost sight of 2 of those motorcycles within that area. The one that was approached by the police did a U-turn, and it was then that the police approached the individual. They came out of the vehicle, and then the police officers approached both of them. Motorcycle fell to the ground with the individuals. It was then that the police observed that one of the person that was riding on the motorcycle had a wound. Took him to the hospital, and he was pronounced dead. Police have since detained a minor and questioned that individual, where statements have been recorded. In respect to the entire investigation, a team of officers led by myself, as well as major crimes from the major crime unit in Belmopan, left en route to Orange Walk to conduct investigation. We canvassed the entire scene of the incident as to where it started to the end, and we have found 10 .223 expended shells. 8 of them were found within the vicinity of Liberty and Palmar area, and 2 were found within the supermarket area. Alongside on the road, 2 9mm expended shell was also found. Police then request the assistance, of course, with the scenes of crime. They process the scene and package those expended shells. 4 police officers were detained pending the outcome of this investigation. The rifles we have that were signed out by the police officers have since been seized, packaged, and will be sent to the lab for testing. The body cam that the police officers were using at that time, we found out that they had the body cam on their body, but it was not turned on. And so we need to conduct a further investigation to find out if there was any breach in terms of this situation. In respect to that, also statements have been recorded from several witnesses who come forward to assist in this investigation. The investigation is still in its primary stage. We are requesting and have been requesting the assistance of the Director of Public Prosecution, who is guiding us every step of the way in terms of the recording of these statements. And so, like I mentioned, the investigation continues, and we'll see where we go with the investigation.
While the names of the officers are yet to be revealed, today the department sought to explain the protocols used by police in this incident. One breach that investigators are pointing at is that the officer leading the pursuit had not turned on their body cam, which is a clear breach of policy set by the department. Body cams, when in use except in certain sensitive situations, must be turned on at all times.
We are considering 4 policies, which is the body cam policy where he mentioned. We are dealing with the pursuit policy, the use of force policy, and the human rights policy. When it comes to the use of force, there's limited information I want to give, since it's investigation that's presently ongoing. There's many things that I won't mention about it, right? But when it comes to the pursuit policy, yes, our officers, based on information received, they acted upon, right? But there were factors to consider. For example, the time of the day, the condition of the road. They specifically, to save life, was there population density out on the road at that night. Based on the information received and shots fired, and officers returning fire, they had to consider if they continue the pursuit or leave it at that. But after communicating with the station commander that night, who was going to view these factors and decide that we continue with this pursuit or not. Because if they had prior knowledge that these persons where they can be found, then the pursuit could have stopped. The also pursuit policy states that if you're in pursuit of someone fleeing, you should not fire warning shots. Right? That's up to the extent I can go. But I won't be divulging more information because since this investigation is not mature yet, so I will hold back on that. And when it comes to the human rights policy, As you all know, the department is here for us to save life and property, right? So our investigation has shown a lot of breaches, which I will refrain from discussing with you all on just information that Mr. Jones and we have set aside. We have a body cam that when there's an incident, body cams must be on at all times. But if it's as a sensitive, like sexual nature, then the body cams are to stay off. But since this incident happened, those body cams should have been on at all times.
As previously reported, sometime around 10 p.m. on Saturday, March 26th, police officers attached to the Orange Walk Police Formation said that while they were patrolling the riverside area of Orange Walk Town, they came across 3 motorcycles, each carrying a driver and passenger. According to the officers, they attempted to halt the motorcycles. However, the drivers sped off with the police in pursuit. The officers alleged that those on the motorcycles fired shots at them during the pursuit. This, according to the officers, caused them to return fire, during which one of the individuals, identified as 19-year-old DeAndre Chi, was hit. The victim was rushed to the NRH where he succumbed while undergoing treatment. The shooting death of 19-year-old Alberto DeAndre Chi is the latest incident involving at least 4 police officers, one of whom pointed his assigned weapon directly at Chi, pulled the trigger, and killed the youth. The officers claim they were responding to fires shot at them from individuals riding on motorcycles, allegedly Chi and 17-year-old Marlon Rivera. With the department finding itself in turbulent waters once more, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams has taken a swift action by sending a team of senior officers to investigate what transpired on the night of Chi's death. But Chi's family, including his father and sister and even his employer, is skeptical about the system.
I just want justice get done because I have people telling me that the mobile where Doris chased my libera me under the influence. And I need, well, at this point we can't even get it anymore. But I would have really appreciate we may get a urine sample from those 4 officers that were drinking at such establishment. I honestly won't reveal the establishment they were at because, you know, but we have concern that they were under the influence of alcohol. They killed my brother. They were too trigger happy. The minute you put your finger on this trigger and from a close range, that because you the aim for kill. Then they said that Miley brother and his crowd, well, the other 2 bikers were shooting at them, which is a no. I believe that them as police officers should, or they actually gone for one training, you know, and then to be experts in this, you know that with the difference between one muffler and one bullet, the noise, right? Then yeah, cycles factory mean. At some point when the engine, after the engine done runs so much, it pop. Everybody know that. Then everything factory made. These cycles cannot be avoided at the moment when they want pop. When the muffler pop, it will pop. So I believe that then just me want kill my brother out of nowhere. Then me just trigger happy. Then they under the influence of this. And I want justice. I need Chester give we answers. I need Chester come out here and see what he do, because every time we have one killing in a Orange Walk, in a Belize, in a Corozal, wherever it happens, Chester just say they will deal with it. We can't even trust in them no moments. We can't.
He says he's sending a team down to investigate what happened. Do you trust it?
No. I do not trust the team that Chester is sending. Since all this happened Saturday night, we were there. We didn't left from there till like about 4:30 in the morning. Nobody know nothing. That all and tell we. Nobody know nothing. They don't know. They never made it there. As the incident happened, I had understand that then the 4 officers that were in shift came off shift.
I want for the truth to actually be revealed and to actually, because so much days have passed and they still haven't revealed the names of the people who were in that vehicle, in that mobile. I'm pretty sure they know who are in there, the 4 of them. I'm pretty sure they know who are there. And then the first time that they get in trouble for those similar places. And then at the same time, we don't tired of have manslaughter. The other than get manslaughter. That wasn't manslaughter. The moment you take a big shotgun close range, you the aim for kill. You know, can't tell me I'm mistaken. Because even if he may miss the man leg, he may touch the tank and the tank may explode. Because the man got a big tank.
The Commissioner of Police says he's sending down a team to investigate so that the truth is told. Do you trust the system?
No. No, I don't.
For VA that the entire system is flawed and needs a complete overhaul. She claims that cops coerced and threatened Rivera before taking his statement.
At this point, I fear more the police than the criminals. The criminals, once you show them your loyalty, they protect you. Police will show your loyalty and they kill you. So I fear more the police than the criminals.
I'm told this 17-year-old is not wanting to speak up. Have he told you the story?
Yes, he afraid, sir. He afraid because when he goes to do his statements, he gets remarks from the police. They basically, I don't know what kind of how you take statements, but he says that when they took his statement, before they took his statement, they told him, make sure you tell the truth, you know, not the lie, because we know you the lie.
Do you see that as a threat?
That's a threat, miss. That's a threat. We know the lie, he know the lie. Then no way they say the truth. Why you have to tell them before his statement? You they put fear in your mind.
All 4 officers involved in the pursuit are detained while a criminal and internal investigation into the circumstances that lead to Chi's death is carried out. All 31 members of Parliament from both the government and opposition sides of the House debated the 2023-2024 budget over a period of 3 days last week. During this time, the government summarized major accomplishments reached during the past couple of years. In health and wellness, Minister Kevin Bernard says that Belizeans have seen a major upgrade in health services and health facilities and can expect further growth in the coming months, including a new pediatric wing at the Northern Regional Hospital.
Through our partnership with the European Union and PAHO, 5 of our premier health facilities were retrofitted to international smart standards. These include the San Ignacio Community Hospital, Cleopatra White Clinic, the Independence Polyclinic, Isabella Palma Polyclinic, and the Palm View Center, along with the Punta Gorda Community Hospital, which was recently completed. The Southern Regional Hospital and the Corozal Community Hospitals are as well currently being retrofitted. After that, Madam Speaker, there will be similar retrofitting of the Central Medical Laboratory, the Northern Regional Hospital, and the Western Regional Hospital. In 2 years, Madam Speaker, we have built 3 new fully operational health centers, one in Crooked Tree, one in Belmopan, and another in Keycorker. In a matter of weeks, a health center in the community of Santa Marta will be completed. And thanks to the Minister of Tourism and Diaspora Relationship, we are constructing a polyclinic in Placencia as we speak. We have totally upgraded health centers in Ladyville, in Hattieville, in Valley of Peace, and in Georgeville. The one in Georgeville was just completed. That is tangibly working for the people, Madam Speaker.
Areas of disease prevention and education, according to the Minister of Health, also remain at the forefront of his ministry.
As soon as we were able to shift focus away from COVID, we placed renewed energy on childhood vaccines. And we have seen the results of that campaign with a steady increase in children being vaccinated. Thanks to the dedicated work of our vector control teams, we have 0 malaria cases. A WHO team is currently in the country, Madam Speaker, for verification in preparation for certification of Belize as a malaria-free country. In 2022, we saw the reduction in case fatality rate for COVID, a reduction in maternal mortality rate, a reduction in infant mortality rate, and an increase in meeting our HIV targets. My ministry, Madam Speaker, has been able to launch the adolescent policy to improve access to care and treatment for our young people. We have completed the nutrition policy, which will be launched next month with a focus on reducing access to sugary sweetened beverages to young people, as well as improving the management of chronic diseases. We reviewed the mental health policy and incorporated training for frontline healthcare workers as well as police officers in addressing and managing persons with mental illnesses. Madam Speaker, we have been able to make significant progress towards finalizing the cancer registry, which will be utilized by doctors and nurses in both private and public sector in order to strengthen data and information collected, therefore improving early detection and management of cancers.
And as the country's premier referral hospital, the Carl Houston Memorial Hospital has seen major upgrades in areas of infrastructure, staff, and inventory.
Thanks to the ministry and the support of the Ministry of Finance, my ministry was able to ensure that the KHMH received immediate assistance, which allowed the institution to pay $1.8 million in outstanding debt and purchase much needed, yes, UDP debt. Let me correct it indeed, PM, UDP debt. And this has allowed for them to be able to purchase much needed items and equipment for the hospital, including, and I will name a few, a steam generator, an AC system for the accident and emergency unit, a water pump to support the fire hydrant system in case of fire, and they were able to replace glass windows with hurricane-proof windows. The money, Madam Speaker, will allow the KHMH to upgrade the medical and surgical wards to provide improved services to patients and better working conditions for staff. Purchase EKG machines, upgrade the HR management system, upgrade staff training facilities, purchase a C-arm for the operating room, purchase defibrillators, purchase a much-needed orthopedic operating table, and purchase a gastro-duo endoscope.
To show their disagreement with the assignation of an administrator at the St. Francis Xavier Credit Union to oversee the credit union's operations, on Friday, approximately 150 of the 30,000 plus members of the credit union, along with their suspended board of directors and general manager Rafael Dominguez, took the streets of Corozal Town demanding the removal of administrator Martin Marshallek. While it is left to be seen if Friday's peaceful protest will have any effect on the central bank's decision, today, Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance, Economic Development and Investment, Christopher Koyi, weighed in on the issue plaguing the credit union at this time.
I think that matter has to do with the management or the prior management, and that's why the registrar took the decision that it took in relation to how to protect the funds of the members on a whole. You will certainly not have unanimity. You have some members that run with the prior management. You have others that don't. But overall, the goal of the registrar of credit unions is to look out for the interests of the membership as a whole in all credit unions, including St. Francis. I understand that there is a claim that has been lodged for judicial review. That is now a matter before the court, and I think that has to be dealt with accordingly through attorneys.
He was notified that his contract would not have been renewed, even though he was being kept on.
As I said, that's a matter that's before the court, and I'm sure you will be able to see the responses, replies, affidavits. Those will all be of public record, so you could get your answers to that in those documents.
Citing critical deficiencies in governance and risk management practices, as well as material weaknesses in internal controls that could destabilize a credit union, Central Bank Governor and Registrar of Credit Unions Kareem Michael appointed Marshall Leck as the administrator of the St. Francis Xavier Credit Union on March 10, 2023. Coming up next, Orange Walk cop investigated for theft. Stay tuned.
Come on!
When hungry or craving, when laughter or tears, enjoy the best snacking or flavors are here. Asadas, bocadas, chiladas, doradas, delicious for snacking, done right and done here.
Done right, done here.
Indulge the flavor. Go beyond meat. Looks like meat. Tastes like meat. But it's better than meat. 100% plant-based. Rich in protein, 50% less saturated fat, no GMOs, no added soy, packed with benefits and sustainable. Beyond meat, good for you, good for the environment. Now available in 6 different types of products in Belize. Beyond burger, beyond sausage, beyond beef, beyond chicken nuggets, beyond chicken tenders, beyond steak, beyond meat, distributed by United Distributors Limited.
LG dual inverter compressor cools air faster by operating at speeds as high as 120 Hz with more stability compared to conventional models. It also saves up to 70% more energy by operating at speeds as low as 10 Hz with more stability. It reduces torque vibration down to 40% for quiet outdoor unit operation. Stable operation with low vibrations also results in increased durability.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart. It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
¡Es hoy! ¡Por fin es hoy!
A rodar.
¡Sí, señor!
¡Esto va a estar bueno!
Enjoy your favorite HBO original series and movies with
Centaur, your kind of company.
Tonight, as police investigate the circumstances surrounding the death of 19-year-old DeAndre Alberto Chi at the hands of members of the Orange Walk Police Formation, they are also tasked with investigating yet another member of the police force, this time for theft. The incident reportedly happened over the weekend where a police corporal was accused of stealing the cash box from inside a passage bus. The incident was captured by spectators who looked on as the owner of the bus line, which is from Orange Walk Town, demanded that the officer return monies which he had reportedly stolen. After several minutes of back and forth between the officer and the bus owner, the officer seems to finally concede to having the money, after which he is seen reaching into his pants where he presumably had stashed the cash. According to Commissioner of Police, the matter was reported to police, and while the owner of the bus line has declined criminal action, an internal investigation has been launched into the incident.
He alighted the bus and we have taken the cash bag of the conductor and took the money therefrom and hid the money in his brief, I think. I don't know. I saw him going down and took out the money. And as you can see in the video, he was questioned over and over. He denied having the money, and then eventually he acceded to having the money. And he went inside the bus and took out the money from his private parts area and returned it. That is extremely embarrassing. And to make matters worse is that he wore the police uniform at that particular moment. It's extremely embarrassing.
Did he take a blood sample for intoxication?
And we wouldn't do a blood sample for a matter like that, no.
The issue, according to the Compol, has brought great embarrassment to the police department, and the officer involved will undoubtedly be dealt with to the full extent of the law.
It's one of the most embarrassing situations I've seen with police. In a situation like that, I really wish that I could just write a letter and sign it and tell a man, you're dismissed. But unfortunately, we have a system that requires due process. And so the matter is with PSB. That police officer was interdicted from duty today. I expect that by the end of the day today, PSB should be levying charges on him internally, because I'm told that the bus owners do not want any criminal action in respect thereof. And we will ensure that the tribunal is heard in the most expeditious manner, while still providing him with his right to due process, because I won't want that we do something that he end up appealing and have to come back. I don't think that policeman should ever be allowed to wear the police uniform again. That is saying what I have to say in the most cautious way I possibly can.
The monies, we understand, were returned in full to the proprietor of the bus line. The Belize Port Authority has responded to a marine incident in which a cargo vessel has run aground in Belizean waters. The vessel was transiting Belizean waters en route to Port Everglades from their last port call in Puerto Cortes, Honduras. The vessel is carrying containers and break bulk cargo. According to the Port Authority, the vessel experienced mechanical failure at approximately 4 a.m. on March 26th, east of Drowned Key. The vessel remains grounded, and the salvage operation will commence shortly under the supervision of the Department of the Environment, the Port Authority, and the Belize Coast Guard. The vessel has been detained pending an investigation into the incident, environmental impacts, and damage assessment. According to the Port Authority, the vessel does not pose a threat of pollution at this time as its hull remains intact. Once dislodged from its position, the vessel will remain detained until the conclusion of the investigation and damage assessment. The 13 crew members on board are safe and cooperating with Belizean authorities. Since being elected as area representative for Orange Walk East back in 2020, Minister Kevin Bernard says his team has hit the ground running and can now report significant works in most areas across the constituency, including the most remote village of Santa Marta, where residents will soon be able to enjoy a brand new health facility while commuting on fully upgraded roads.
In Santa Marta Village, Madam Speaker, we have renovated and upgraded the community park, distributed equipment to assist with the maintenance of the park and cemetery, constructed through the support of the Ministry of Education a brand new preschool, provide internet service to the government school, constructed a home through the Ministry of Housing for a deserving family, installed lights at the football field, implemented a continuous upgrading program for village roads within the village, installed a playground set for the young people in the community, and we have assisted hundreds of residents with flood support and have subsidized monthly the village council to assist with expenses. And as I mentioned, Madam Speaker, the residents will in the next few weeks have access to a new health clinic, bringing health to the farthest remote village in Orange Walk East was one of the biggest priority we laid out in our plan as we were campaigning in 2020. And soon, through the support of the Ministry of E-Governance, we will also be inaugurating a brand new digital center in that community. In Palmar, Madam Speaker, we renovated the park, implemented the road upgrading program, installed lighting at the football field, donated equipment for the community maintenance, assisted the village council with monthly subvention, secured land documentation for the LATS committee and residents through the able support of our Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Natural Resources. We have installed a new playground set for the children. We have implemented a culvert replacement program with the support of the Ministry of Infrastructure, Development and Housing. We have upgraded the internet at the community center, and we have secured funding for the installation of a new digital lab for the community, which again, Madam Speaker, will bring great benefits for the people of that community. And I want to say, in my lobbying and in my efforts, we will soon see the paving of the two main roads that run through the village of Palmar, which will give them greater access for the drivers and pedestrians.
Similarly, residents in Carmelita and Champine Ridge, as well as in Palmar, will soon be able to enjoy paved roads while works continue in land distribution and community development.
In Carmelita Village, Madam Speaker, we have assisted with lighting for the football field, installed new playground set, carried out again continuous road improvement. We are installing culverts, new culverts in flood-prone areas. We are continuously support in sports, health and education, and social initiatives. With the upgrade of the highway, bus sheds are being properly placed through the government road project. We have continuously been distributing lands to residents in that area. Over 300 lots and 300 titles have already been issued to deserving residents of the Carmelita area. We have continuously supported the government school. And Madam Speaker, we are currently working on a project on a new subdivision, which we are going to be distributing 500 new parcels of land to residents of Orange Walk East. In Tower Hill, again, that village was abandoned, and for the first time in the village council election, Mr. Speaker, we have been able to turn things around and win that village council. We have been able to go in there and build a new playground for the children. We assist the village council with monthly stipends so that they could continuously maintain the football field. We have given them tractor mowers so that they could continuously maintain their surroundings within the community. We have assisted with education, support through the Ministry of Education. Again, all the social initiatives that we have been able to put through the Ministry of Human Development, health-wise, and others. Madam Speaker, as the member for Orange Walk South says, the work that he has started in Guinea Grass at some point will also benefit the people of Tower Hill, because the intention is for that main road to be paved from Guinea Grass all the way to the Tower Hill Junction. In Champine Ridge, we have again continuously worked with the village council in maintenance, putting up football lights in the football field, supporting the village council on a monthly basis. We have constant health clinics to bring about improved health conditions for the people in that community. And very soon, we will see the paving of the main road from the gas station to the village of Champine Ridge.
In Orange Walk Town, Minister Bernard says work continues in conjunction with the Orange Walk Town Council to see 10 more streets in the East constituency in the coming weeks.
As you will know, a significant portion of Orange Walk East lies within Orange Walk Town. Because of this, we have installed sidewalk and solar lighting at Nature Park, along with a new playground set. We have also installed playground set at the Sandy Field Park and is currently working together with the Town Council in building the proper drainage and sidewalk in that area as well. In partnership with my good friend, the Mayor of Orange Walk, and the Council, we have embarked on a massive project to replace old, inadequate culverts, as well as a drive to pave roads, which has already commenced. I can announce today, Madam Speaker, that another 10 major roads in Orange Walk East in the town will be paved soon. As well, soon to commence will be the construction of the Ramon Cervantes Park. In terms of housing, again, Madam Speaker, we were able to deliver 5 homes to needy Belizeans.
Students of Palmar Roman Catholic School will soon be able to enjoy a new state-of-the-art playground thanks to the efforts of the Orange Walk Rotary Club in collaboration with visitors from the Interact Club of Vegreville in Alberta, Canada. The project to install the fully equipped playground is one which has been in the pipelines since 2020. However, due to COVID-19, it had to be postponed, and today the interactors were very excited to finally see the project come to life.
A lot of grade 12s here, so 17 years old.
And talk to us a little about how it has been going with you guys building this playground here in Orange Walk in Belize.
The playground build's going pretty good, actually. We're ahead of schedule, thanks to the military for coming out to dig holes for us, so we're very grateful for that.
At the end of this work, what do you guys hope to accomplish for the children of this school, particularly the community?
Yeah, we just really wanted to strive to connect with the global community in such a way that they don't have a playground here, so hopefully it serves lots of kids around here.
With the Rotary Club, we try to do service above self, so this is a huge opportunity for this community, for this school, for these kids to have a playground. And the playground originally was in Canada, and it was shipped over here 2 years ago, so just waiting to be built.
Talk to us a little about the hope for you guys, for the visit here in Belize, for the students that came, and just the overall visit for you guys.
Yeah. So not only are we helping the school, but it's a good opportunity for these interactors to visit another country and see the culture here in your community and see what type of lifestyle that you guys live and learn all about it.
Project Director for the Rotary Club of Orange Walk, Victor Pacheco, says the project is one which has long been awaited and is expected to benefit students from the surrounding area.
Well, this is a full playground set that was donated by the Emmanuel Foundation in Canada, and then we have Rotarians and interactors that came to helped to put it together, to build it. And this playground, we had requested it about 3 years ago. And after COVID, well, during COVID, they couldn't come. And so now they were able to make it. And so it's been a long time in the waiting process, but now it's in the making process. And so we hope that by Wednesday or Thursday, it will be fully completed. The Rotary Club of Orange Walk is assisting with providing finance to buy some of the local material, like the sand and the lumber for the walls, and cement and so on. So this money, of course, comes from the community, from our fundraising activities, from our raffles and burger sales and so on. So this is where the community money gets invested.
The hope, according to Pacheco, is that the students, teachers, and parents of the school can enjoy the playground for many years to come.
The message is that they need to take care of it. We built a little playground, a mini playground by the library, and somebody has stolen parts of it. And you know, it's not nice. It's disappointing, and so we want the children and the parents to assist, and the teachers, of course, to assist in making sure that the children use the equipment safely and properly, and that if it needs to be repaired, that they assist in repairing it before it gets too deteriorated, that then it is no longer usable. So maintenance and proper use is what we ask for.
The new playground is expected to be officially inaugurated on Wednesday. The long-standing, now former director of the Financial Intelligence Unit, FIU, Kent Clear, has retained his senior counsel, Dean Barrow, to file suit against the government of Belize for unfair dismissal. Clear, who has been in the position since October 2016, was working out of contract after it was not renewed and left office on February 24th. Today, Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance, Christopher Koyi, spoke to the media candidly about the matter since it is already in the courts. McGann, Deputy Director of FIU, will now serve as Acting Director of the FIU. Esigire McGann, an attorney, has been with the FIU for almost 10 years and has a range of experience. She is a trained assessor by the CFATF for the 4th round of the mutual evaluation process and sits as a co-chair on the CFATF International Cooperation Review Group. The FIU is also leading an investigation into a recent phishing scam that has seen money mysteriously siphoned away from private bank accounts through online portals. Clear's team made significant progress on that investigation, and some funds were even recovered from fraudsters. Still, it is not clear where that investigation will go in the near future under Isagiri McGann. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Tuesday, March 28 here on CTV3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at ctv3newsbz. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.